Uganda is one of the countries in the world with the largest numbers of refugees. By July 2017, there were 1,199,051 refugees in Uganda, according to statistics from the Office of the Prime Minister and the United Nations High Commission for Refugees (UNHCR). These refugees are from the neighboring countries of the DRC, South Sudan, Somalia, Rwanda, Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Burundi. West Nile is one of the sub-regions in the country with the highest number of refugees. A total of 977,746 South Sudanese refugees were recorded to be living in Uganda as of 30th June 2017. Out of those, 700,000 are living in West Nile and over 5,000 are living in a Acholi sub-region in the district of Lamour. These refugees are surrounded with a number of challenges, among which are shortages of foodstuff, clean sources of drinking water, poor sanitation, and other infrastructural challenges. Arua Diocese has come up to champion some of these challenges. They have set up schools, health units, a church, and children's center. Bishop Sabino Ocan Odoki is the bishop of Arua Diocese. He explains why there was need to help these refugees in the different settlement camps.
Dear listeners, I greet you all. I am Bishop Sabino Ocan Odoki, the Bishop of the Diocese of Arua. I am Bishop of Arua, and my diocese is situated in the northwestern part of Uganda. To the north of us is South Sudan, where now we have many refugees coming to my diocese because of the civil war in South Sudan. To the west of us is the Democratic Republic of Congo, where also there's some civil war and we get some refugees coming to us from Congo. North and west of us, we have countries that are in turmoil. And we in Arua Diocese have become like their second home. But for the first time, the number of refugees have risen very, very high. As I speak now, there are over 700,000 refugees from South Sudan in my diocese of Arua. And this has made me also to start a vicariate for refugees and migrants. I contacted the Nuncio, the Holy See, and they supported this suggestion that we must have a vicariate so that we can meet the pastoral and spiritual needs of the refugees. So I appointed Monsignor Eliseo Ovore to be in charge of the refugees, and is doing very well. As I speak, the settlements for refugees in my diocese, there are over 20. We call them settlements and not camps because we want to be friendly with them. So we thank the government of Uganda for this friendly approach of handling refugees. And I want to thank also the local communities, especially of Ajumani district, Moyo district, Yumbe district, Koboko district, and Arua district for offering their land for settlement of refugees. As I speak now, there are big camps. The biggest is Bidi Bidi, which is in Yumbe district. There are at least 300,000 refugees living in that settlement, and it covers a very, very wide area. And other refugees are in Ajumani district, where we have New Manzi camp or settlement. The first actually settlement when the war started in 2013 was New Manzi. And the people ran to our Catholic parish of Zaipi. It was a real drama. When the priests woke up, they found the compound was full and some were waiting for the door to be opened so that they can enter. So from that moment, the government came in and started to register the refugees. And eventually, they were settled at Newmans.
A primary school that was built by the diocese is now catering for over 1,000 children out of 48,000 who are in need of educational support. They have also built a nursery school that is due to be launched soon. The diocese is currently constructing a secondary school to help address the educational gap in the settlement camps.
And as a diocese, we founded one school with the help of San Egidio community in Rome. We built a primary school which is catering for 1,000 children. At the time when we counted the children, there were 48,000, but we could not care for them all. We chose at least 100, but when it comes to attending class, there are more than 1,000. They just come and attend classes. But when it comes to giving pens, books, food, we give to the 1,000. So this is the situation. We thank San Egidio community for helping us put up this primary school. And we have also another blessing which came from the United States of America. A lady by the name Naomi came and also joined us to build a nursery school, which we are about to open. She has got our organization called Children Waiting Everywhere. She read about the children in our refugee settlement, and she traveled to Uganda, and she's now working with us.
This is one of the pupils studying in the school who could not hide her excitement about the school. She also explained some of the challenges they face at the school.
My occupation is a pupil studying at St. Egidio School of Peace. I would also like to thank the founders of St. Egidio School of Peace, especially the bishop, teachers who are teaching us, the people who founded St. Egidio, my parents who brought me to St. Egidio School of Peace, and also the rest. Some challenges facing us at St. Egidio School of Peace. One, we are lacking classrooms. Second, there is not any library for us to study in. Third, we are lacking a playground for us to play. Even we lack the fence. And I know my fellow pupils, they are indisciplined, but if we have the windows, the fence around, they are indisciplined. Thank you, the founders of St. Egidio. My parents, I also thank you.
A teacher and parent at the school applauds Bishop for his immediate intervention to set up the school and also outlined some of the challenges parents face in keeping their children at school.
Makwai Gabriel is my name. I'm 47 years now. I thank Bishop because when the Bishop came, he found us sitting under tree and start classes. Actually, this was a first class, and the children were sitting under a tree here using these stones as their seat. And he said that he's going to make something, and it has been done. So you can see children are in the schools, and the school is progressing. We are so happy as a parent. Those who decide to go back to South Sudan, they are not going back because of the school. Just we have challenges. Parents are not able to buy books. They are not able to buy uniform. Some children come to school with very torn clothes. And these are the challenges we have as teachers in the school.
The head teacher of the school talks about the achievements they have attained in both extracurricular and academic activities. He also shares some of the challenges they are battling with.
So thank you. By name I'm called William Kamash, the head teacher of St. Egidio School of Peace. There are some challenges that the school is also encountered as far as their performance is concerned. One of which is, seeing we have 933 pupils, we have only one block of latrines with 4 stanzas, where teachers, pupils are also using the same. So the school is also lacking sitting facilities for the learners, like P1s, the whole of P1.
We are building a secondary school at Indriani, which will cater also for refugees. The school is partly roof. There are 2 blocks, and in each block there are 2 classrooms to cover senior 1 to 4. But 1 block is roof, the other we have failed to roof it due to lack of funds. So we cannot get the student in yet.
The diocese has built a priest house and a church for spiritual healing for those refugees who come to Uganda due to the civil war which has affected their country, South Sudan.
We are building also at Indriani the father's house. It has reached the ring beam, but due to lack of funds, we have not put the roof. And Indriani is a very important center for us where we want refugees to converge. Every month we gather there on the 14th of every month. We make pilgrimage and many of the refugees come and join us. We do what we can, especially helping the children and the women. In most of the camps, there are very few men, grown-up men. Some have been killed in war, some have gone back to the battle.
Reverend Father Dennis, director of Holy Cross Church, explains what usually takes place in the church.
I'm Reverend Father Dennis Sairanya, director of Holy Cross Pilgrim Center in Riani, Arua Diocese. This center started when the first missionaries arrived in Arua Diocese at a place called Riani. They were welcomed by the local chiefs and settled there for 5 years, and then the flight drove them away to settle in Moyo. And all along, people have been coming to pray there. But now last, when over 100 years, we celebrated centenary of Arua Diocese at this spot. It was organized by Arua Diocese under the leadership of the Right Reverend Bishop Sabino Ocan Odoki, the Bishop of Arua Diocese, and it was wonderfully celebrated. People were happy that they have gone back to the place where the faith was begun 100 years ago. That was 1912. In their celebrations, the guest of honor was the Cardinal Bernardo Filoni, who came right from Rome, and even our President of Uganda, the Republic of Uganda, that is Kaguta Yoweri, was also there with the other dignitaries. It was well celebrated. And one day, Bishop told me this center should be given a name. The name should be Holy Cross Pilgrim Center. It's Holy Cross because it's the center where the cross will be and have been staying, will always be there. So after the celebrations, he declared the community that there will be monthly celebrations of pilgrimage there.
The diocese is in the process of completing construction of a health unit that will help to serve the growing population of refugees.
We have also built a health center at Indriani. It is not yet complete. We have put the roof, but they are still lacking many things, plastering, putting water and many other facilities. So we are on the way.
The diocese has put up a center for children who are affected by HIV and is currently housing 50 out of the over 500 children who have been identified to be living with HIV/AIDS. These children are living with the local communities due to the lack of enough support for the center.
Another effort we made in this area of refugees in Ajumani district, we have put up a center for children who are affected by HIV/AIDS, affected and infected by HIV/AIDS. And we got some help from Caritas Slovak. Caritas Slovak helped us to put up the center. And we are caring in that center for 53 children. We give them food, we give them medicine, and we give them also counseling. So the children who are in the camp are doing well. But we have registered 500 other children who are infected and affected by HIV/AIDS. They are living in the local communities. Those are not in good situation. if we could expand our center or start another one, we could also help many more of them. So this is our situation, and it is the responsibility now of all of us. Each and every human being who can help is welcome to join hands with Arua Diocese.
The project assistant at the Children's Center says most of the children are those who have lost their parents or are living positively. She explains why there was need to set up such a center.
By name, I'm called Catherine Viria, project assistant, and the project is called Gift. The name of the project is Gift of Love, sponsored by Caritas Slovakia. How this project started when we are in Sudan with Margaret Kachanyova. I was working in the project of UNDP, that is in TB project. And when we met with Margaret, she was asking me, what about Uganda? Do they have these cases of the tuberculosis? Then I told her, yes, we have. More is being initiated by HIV. Then he said, oh, do those people survive? What is their future? And I told them, those people can survive. They can even grow old as we are, and they will live a normal life. So long as they take their drug, so long as they have enough food to eat. It's an organization, is the organization of the church. Then he has to go to the bishop. And he went to the bishop and asked, how do I strengthen your how do I strengthen you in working with the people, so your people here? I would like to help to HIV positive living children in your diocese. And there the bishop was saying, that's very good. We shall appreciate that support. And when she came back, then we allocate a place, and then we started putting up this. And now we are having 55 children in the center. And while starting this project, they had in mind to help other vulnerable children, that is, those who are HIV and those who are poor that cannot support, whose parents cannot support them in education. And therefore, the project is to be extended up to those who are not in this center, but with the communities, and by educating them. And in number, they are now 503.
Bishop Odare says much as they are doing the needful, they are gripped with many challenges in hosting these refugees.
And it is the responsibility now of all of us. Each and every human being who can help is welcome to join hands with Arua Diocese. Thank you very much.
As the situation in South Sudan still remains tense, the influx of South Sudanese refugees in the country continues to increase daily. The bishop, on behalf of the Diocese of Arua, appeals for support from any well-wisher for these refugees.
Dear viewers, I thank you for giving your time to look through this communication. And now I'd like to appeal to you to give support to our refugees and most needy people in the Diocese of Arua. You can do this by writing checks or money orders addressed to COMBONI missionaries. COMBONI missionaries. They are the founders of the church in northern Uganda. They founded also the Diocese of Arua. And these COMBONI missionaries are based in Cincinnati, Ohio. So you can write your check to them, COMBONI missionaries. But you have to indicate in the memo, it is for or to Arua Diocese. Arua Diocese. Or you can write in the memo, Bishop Sabino Ocan Odoki. In this way, your donation will reach our diocese in Uganda, and we shall spend it for the refugees of South Sudan and Congo. Thank you for your help, and God bless you.